Welcome into the Cactus Golf Podcast, episode, I didn't write it down, 21, episode 21. 21. We got maybe a long episode here. I think it's going to be a little long. Let's go ahead, swan dive right into it. We're going to go over the first few episodes of Full Swing. I'm through episode 4. Are you ahead of me?
I think I'm in episode 4 right now.
I thought you were ahead of that.
Okay. No, I'm not. This week was a little nuts. We're on episodes 4 is
Damon.
Yep.
I think they've been pronouncing it Damon in the episodes.
Yeah.
So
Damon. We'll go Damon.
I thought it was Damon,
but Joel Damon. He is incredibly negative. I didn't know that. His caddy relationship's kind of funny though.
It is. Let's start with episode 1 though. Let's do a quick little recap. I mean, that one started out with JT and Spieth.
Yep. Good buddies.
And I mean, it's really well documented. Obviously, they're really good friends and play together with their little kids. So I thought that was interesting. They started out with that one. I mean, it's anything I think most golfers knew about their history and everything. I don't think it was too crazy to see what happened. I mean, it's cool to get a little more insight to it, I guess, but I don't think it was anything we didn't know already.
Yeah, it's cool to see that they when they play their practice rounds, they play for money.
Yeah, $100.
It's kind of cool. And I also thought it was kind of funny, too, that the two arguably very popular golfers also fly private together, so they share the cost.
Yeah.
A lot of other golfers fly private solo, so not only do they make more money, they save more
I
money.
mean, I don't know why you wouldn't.
Together.
Shoot, I mean,
yeah.
I don't know why you wouldn't do that.
That was kind of funny. I don't know. That's really a lot of the beginning episode 1 stuff was, I feel like, stuff that was already kind of known.
Yeah, like I say, it wasn't anything we really knew already. It was cool to see JT and his dad, I guess. That was kind of cool.
Yeah.
When he won the PGA last year.
That was episode 2 with JT, right?
No.
Episode 1 was, you said JT.
It was JT and Spieth.
Oh, JT and Spieth. Yes. Yeah. Jesus Christ. Yes. I don't know anything I was talking about for a second. I don't know, man.
But we can go to episode 2.
Yes.
Where Brooks Koepka and it was kind of Scotty kind of shared that episode.
Yes.
And I thought it was funny because they're like polar opposites of each other. It was funny because we saw Brooks and his really nice house. They went out of their way kind of showing that a lot.
Yeah.
And then Scotty just kind of just down home boy in Texas going to getting coffee with his wife.
God loving country.
Yeah. That was so funny. I think they didn't really talk about how they didn't outwardly say oh, these guys are completely opposites, but you could tell they're kind of the vibe they were going for.
Yeah, and that's when when Scotty caught fire too.
Right.
Waste management, and it was pretty cool to see that. And yeah, Brooks is way in his head.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about. Brooks is just so in his head about his swing and. I think at that time the LIV rumors were swirling already, of course, around waste management time. So I don't know if that was kind of in the back of his mind as well with his swing and whatnot and his play. I mean, the thing is, he was contending at waste management though that year. So I think he finished top 3.
Yes.
Top 5, I think.
Top 5 at least.
Something like that, because he was down to the 16th hole where he was one shot off, I think.
Yeah.
And then that's when he bogeyed, I believe, and kind of let the door open for Scotty, but at least at that time he was contending, and then I don't know, he was just I guess really in his head. It's what it seemed like.
I agree. Yeah, but his house was pretty sick.
His house was nice.
Yeah, got a nice looking wife too.
So, yeah, I think I can't watch the episodes without you obviously know the camera people are there, so it's how much of this is actually real.
Did you hear that one? I don't know, what's his wife's name again?
Jennifer. Is it Jennifer?
I don't know. Let's see. Brooks.
She DM'd him or whatever is what she said on the episode. He's like, "Oh, how'd you guys meet?" "Oh, well, I slid in his DMs." Jenna. That's what it was. Jennifer.
So I thought that was kind of funny that she listened to one of the kids when he was doing autographs. One of the kids is like, "Can I get a picture with? I wish I could get a picture with Jenna." As a little kid, a young kid, I can imagine some parent was like, "All right, I want you to say this, make him laugh." And Brooks is like, "Yeah, me too, kid, me too." It was funny. I caught that one on.
I didn't see that. No, but yeah, I think it's been good so far. A couple more episodes to go through. They've really gone out of their way. Somebody made a TikTok about it. I think about how many times they've referenced what the cut is. And it's like, oh yeah, the cut. Yeah, oh yeah, this is the cut. It's like, well, if you missed it the last 5 episodes, we're gonna mention what the cut is again.
It so many times, man. They're just like trying to make golf sound more extreme than it is, and it is. Like, if you miss the cut, you don't get paid anything.
They have really harped on, and this is like what the next 2 episodes kind of really get into is the money aspect of it.
Yeah,
we can go into the Ian Poulter one next in episode 3, and they kind of dive into the LIV thing a little more in that episode. But yeah, they've really drummed up the interest in like, you know, like the money aspect, and it like it has kind of like highlighted it to me. It's like, yeah, you don't really think about it too much because like you think these professional golfers are, you know, probably doing pretty well, you know, respectively. But you know, I mean, if you don't make the cut, you don't make money.
No, exactly. Yeah. And I don't want to jump, but it makes me think about money. But even in episode 4 with Damon and his caddy, he was saying like the first year his caddy made like $8.
Yeah.
Like if you don't make the cut, you literally don't make anything. Yeah. It's nothing. So. You know, the documentary, I feel like that was like their attempt to make it seem more like extreme and like difficult and like cutthroat in a sense. They kept saying, I think they even said the word cutthroat at one point in the documentary, and like, yeah, okay, it is, but like, not really. Like, it's not that crazy either. Like, but like at the same time, like, yeah, it's. I don't know. I think that's why they kept saying it over and over and over every single episode. Every person explained it. I don't know. It was kind of
top. What is it? Top 65 in ties.
Top 65 in ties.
Top 65 in ties. I think the Masters is.
And if you don't make it,
Masters like top 50 in ties.
And if you don't make it, you go home. Yeah. Like it's the same thing, man.
It's so funny.
But yeah, Ian Poulter's episode was pretty good.
Yeah, it was all right.
They kind of like I was really surprised on how much LIV talk was in there. I was surprised by that.
Well, the thing is, they've been hinting like the same thing for the first like 3 episodes. They show like the first clip of it, like the little news station talking about it. They did that for like the first 3 episodes, and they finally got into it a little more.
I'm really surprised. I know this is not PGA's documentary, and I understand that. I understand someone else's. You know, got the rights to follow them around. I'm just surprised the PGA didn't try and get their hand in there and be like, "Hey,
probably did
nothing, no LIV."
They probably did try.
They might have, yeah. And documentary is like, nah,
too bad.
We're putting it in there.
Shove it.
It was kind of funny too. I also saw this girl on TikTok that works for the PGA in down in Florida, and she was like showing like they had like their assembly one day for like they were like all watched episode 1 together. And they talked about LIV during it. So I wonder if they booed. I wonder if they're like, boo. Like, I wonder like what their reactions were. Like, I'm curious. I'm genuinely curious, like, to be a fly on the wall in that type of scenario to see what they would have said. I don't know. But Ian Poulter also has some crazy outfits.
Yeah.
Crazy. Looks like an Easter egg. Well, someone said that he looks like a gender reveal party.
That one was good. That was hilarious. That was on point.
Yeah.
That was hilarious.
And the one of the commentators started chuckling to the other guy who couldn't even contain himself.
That was hilarious.
Yeah.
I remember that part. That was good. They he did a horrible job of like not saying he was going to LIV. Yeah. They asked him about it, and he basically just smiles like ear to ear, and he's like, I don't know. It's like, well, obviously.
Yeah. It's a hard decision to make.
I've been talking about how hard money's been lately because I haven't been doing very well.
Yeah.
Then they offer me $10 million. What am I going to do?
Right, exactly.
It's like, well, like, come on. Like, this has been so obvious. Like,
I agree.
The next one, yeah, like you said, the Joel Damon, basically his story. It was cool. I wrote down for my notes, he treats being a pro golfer basically like how anyone treats their humdrum job.
Yeah.
He's like, well, I got to make a paycheck somehow, so I guess I'll do this.
I guess I'll show up to work today. Like, I like this caddy relationship is hilarious. Like, I remember they were walking and they weren't playing well, and the caddy's like, "Do you want me to call medical? We just call to say your back hurts or something like that." And then he was like, "Yeah, I can get. There's a flight at 3:00. If I leave now, I can make it." And they're like, not even done with the round. That was funny. And then during the U.S. Open, his caddy is like, he's like, called him a boner or something.
Yeah, like that. I'm probably the only caddy that called him their golfer a boner.
He's like, yeah, that's probably pretty true.
They're the only one that said it.
Yeah, exactly.
I thought it.
Yeah, that's I didn't know he was like that. He's like very, very like down on himself and like just like has no aspiration kind of. He's just kind of like, yeah, you know, whatever happens, happens. Like he's like, I'm not a top 50 golfer. I'm just not. It is what it is. Can you win a major? He's like, no. I was like, wow, okay, cool, sounds good.
It's so weird.
It's interesting.
I don't.
I couldn't be his caddy. They have a good relationship because they're friends.
Yeah,
they're friends. But I couldn't do it. Like,
especially since they harp on it a lot. How he relies on them for money. It's his job.
I think what do you say, like
7 to 10%,
10%,
and then like the expenses are paid for, whatever.
Yeah, so that was kind of interesting. That
I did go through Damon's earnings so far this year, and I calculated it because I was interested.
How much?
I don't know. Should I say it?
Why not?
So I think it was around so far this year. His caddy, if it was based on 7%, just I don't know what the expenses are, but just on the 7% commission, I think it was like $90K.
Okay, yeah. I started thinking.
I'm pretty sure that's what it was. I didn't write it down.
Rahm at the Waste Management won 3.
Oh, his caddy's got to be chilling.
Or sorry, not Rahm. Scotty Scheffler won at the Waste Management, or even Rahm won last week. $3.4 million, I think, was the
3.6. I want to say maybe it was 3. I don't know.
Well, 3.5 will make it a compromise. And 7% of that is $245,000. So that's
too shabby.
That's a pretty great day. So I'd be pretty happy to be his caddy. So, but yeah, it's interesting to.
It's surprising that like a professional golfer can get that far in like that level.
I didn't know he's from out here either.
He's from Washington. He lives out here.
He lives out here. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I didn't know he lives out here.
Yeah.
That was kind of interesting. Like I saw they were shopping for strollers.
Strollers, yeah.
I knew the area.
Oh, really?
We were watching it. Yeah, I was like, I know where that's at. That's kind of interesting. I don't know. Thought that was. I didn't know he lived out here. Honestly, a lot of those golfers live in.
Where they're going this weekend, Palm Beach Gardens, Jupiter area.
Yep.
But yeah, that was the first 4 episodes. I'm probably gonna bang out the last 4, maybe this weekend. Probably at least a couple this weekend. Maybe not all 4. Watch those. There's 8, right? 8 episodes.
Yeah, I think so. It might be more than that, honestly.
I thought it was 8, but I don't know why I thought that. But I could be making that up. But I'm gonna bang out a couple more here this weekend. We can go over those again. We didn't put a disclaimer if we spoiled it for you. Sorry, but I don't think we talked about too much though. Still a lot of nuggets in there. It's not like there's any spoilers really too much.
8 episodes. Yeah, there's not that many spoilers. I mean, it's not like it's like a drama series.
Right.
Where, like, you don't know what happens.
You know exactly. Basically, you're most likely, unless you didn't know what the cut was, then you probably know what's going on.
Exactly.
If you didn't know what the cut was, then I don't know.
Thank God they showed that secret episode for the Honda Classic next week, and they told us exactly who's going to win, though.
Did they? I didn't see that one.
Yeah, I saw that one. That's why you're going to see my betting corner.
Okay.
See that. Just kidding.
Well, let's go into the recap here of Genesis. So, Jon Rahm beats Max Homa. Kind of a fun final round on Sunday. They were kind of back and forth a little bit. Rahm went into Sunday with like a 3-shot lead. Homa took over lead, I think, about midway through the round, and then gave it back. Tiger obviously came back and had some good moments.
I'm mad I didn't put any money on Homa.
Yeah.
Because we talked about this. He's won 5. I think, what was it?
Well, he didn't win, so.
No, like past times, obviously. I would have should have put money on him, like top 5 or something like that, or even had my betting corner, because he's won some majority of his times in California.
Yep.
Should have thought about that one. Did you see Jason Day again?
Yeah.
Again, man, top 10. 3 back-to-back top 10 finishes.
I hope you start betting him.
I don't. I'm not going to start betting him. But yeah, Rahm now moves to the number 1 in the OWGR and number 1 in the FedEx Cup race.
He's been voicing his displeasure with OWGR, so maybe this will smooth things over a little bit.
He'll be happy now.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, Tiger had some good moments as well. Obviously, he had, what was it, third round? I think he was shot 4 or 5 under, but then his final round kind of went backwards again. But, made it through the week. Said he's going to try and play all the majors this year. So that'll be exciting.
Speaking of playing majors this year, a little off topic, but kind of not. I did just see that they're allowing LIV golfers again to play the Open this year.
Yeah, Royal Liverpool.
Yep.
I did see that. Yep. So that was kind of expected to me. I think it's more a formality. I think, but
correct.
I was kind of expecting that.
Yeah, I figured they would too.
Yeah. So that's good. But yeah, Tiger again. So I thought about this. I think it was like Thursday or Friday. Tiger kind of seems like that lovable, fun uncle on the tour now. Like he had the little joke with.
Talk about it. I think it's hilarious.
He had the little joke with JT handed the tampon to.
Yeah, it's hilarious. I think that's so funny.
Like he just is the lovable little guy. Guy everybody invites their family reunions. He's is Uncle Johnny coming? He's gonna play some pranks and stuff.
He's the funkle.
Fun uncle. He's just gonna come around every now and then and just throw some jokes around and maybe maybe mess around, hit a few good shots. I don't know.
He'll talk about his highlights in his life career in the past, and then
he's like, "Oh man, let me tell you about summer of '88, man. That was great."
And then he just moves on, like your same fun uncle that talks about when he was a high school quarterback and they went to state and all that good stuff. Same thing. Yeah. I see it. I see a comparison.
That's what I was thinking of whenever that happened over the weekend, and I thought that was funny. But that's, I thought that was funny. But it'll be good to see him.
It was good to see him in Sunday Red again.
Yeah.
That was nice.
Yeah, so that was fun, definitely. I don't know what the drinking game came out to, but I didn't play it, but yeah.
I'm sure
there was one thing I thought of for like a rule for a Tiger drinking game if you're trying to do that. It was, I think I was watching Thursday, and oh shoot, I kind of just lost it. What was it?
Tiger drinking game on Thursday.
So
him.
They were saying this thing. They heard him say it like several times over a course of only like 2 holes. I think it was hole 10, which is like the hard par 4. Mm-hmm. They really like to showcase, and they were saying like, "Oh, this is." I forget exactly what they were saying, but they were saying along the lines of like, "Oh man, that's a really tough shot, man, even for Tiger."
Yeah. And
it's like or something along those lines, and I'm like, they said it like 6 times over and over, and it's like, well, like. Okay, yeah, like
we could have played a drinking game about the cut in full swing.
Yeah, you could.
You would make it out of the first 4 episodes. You'd be in a ditch somewhere.
But yeah, let's go over the finishes here. Rahm, like I said, 1, Homa 2, Cantlay 3, Zalatoris 4, Keith Mitchell 5. That would have been a good opportunity to bet a full top 5 like we talked about last week. If you wanted to bet who was top 5, we'll probably tell you if you had Keith Mitchell in the top 5, but. That would have been a good opportunity. There's no ties in the top 5, so that would have been an opportunity. But some other notable finishes were Morikawa T6, Scheffler T12, JT T20, Rory T29. We are gonna have. I don't know if you have 2 more truths for Jon Rahm, but
I do actually. It's hard, man. It's getting really hard. But yes, I do. First one, for 2 truths and a lie here. He is the only Spaniard to win the U.S. Open. He is now in the top 10 on the PGA's money list. And he says Sergio Garcia is his hero and influence.
Top 20, like, all-time?
What's that?
Or all-time money list?
For a second one? Yeah, top 10 on the PGA's money list.
All-time?
Yeah.
Oh, shoot, I think he's already made, like, $15 million this year or something like that.
He made stupid money, yeah. Which one do you think?
I think the money list one's the lie. I don't think he's quite that high yet.
What do you think he's at?
I mean, I don't know. Probably on the money list all time. Probably top 20.
He is 15. That was the lie. But he has like $20,000 to clear. Or maybe I think it's like less than $100,000 to clear, and he moves almost really close to the top 10.
Yeah, he'll be very, very tight. Year, yeah.
Yeah. But yes, he is the only Spaniard to win the U.S. Open, and he did say that Sergio Garcia is his hero and influence. True story. I hope he doesn't win again because I'm really running out of stuff to talk about.
I wonder when he said that.
Probably
before he joined LIV. Yeah.
For sure.
I was thinking of that.
For sure. I was trying to think like maybe you would think that was the lie because of the whole LIV PGA debacle, but that's all I got, man. Like I said, I mean, pretty soon we're going to be going to like really personal conversations, and it's going to get uncomfortable. So I'm just really kind of hoping.
Does he wear gray socks or white socks?
We're running out of stuff, man.
Does he use 2-in-1 shampoo and conditioner?
Yeah. Is he double ply or triple ply for his toilet paper? I got nothing.
Bidet? I don't know.
He could. He's from España, so he might.
So let's go in. We got a couple previews this week. We got the Honda Classic.
Boo.
It's
weak field, man. It's trash. Next.
I like this for betting. I think
opportunities
are there because the long shots I think have they're a little more interesting.
Yeah, long shots for sure.
But yeah, the defending champ Sepp Straka, PGA National champion course in Palm Beach Gardens, par 70, 7,140 yards. You have notes here. You have much weaker field. Obviously, we have Sung Jae Eames, the betting favorite, at plus 1,000. Another couple notables are Shane Lowry and Billy Horschel. So
yeah, that's about what we got. I did want to say that purse is significantly less. No more $20 million purse this week, $8.4 million. And looking at just past winners, I'm looking at the wrong one. I lost my page. It was low teens. Low teens. I'm looking at last week's for some reason now. It was very, very low teens. I think it was like the highest was like 12 under. So in past winners. So
there's been some notable winners though. I think JT's won this before. Eames won this a couple years ago.
Yeah,
so
I can pull up that graphic because I lost it on this sheet.
There's been some notable winners before. So I think
I see now. Jerky Fowler won it in 17. Adam Scott in 16. But the largest is 12 under. Most of it usually is like 6 to 9 under.
Yeah. So I kind of lean a little bit there in betting corner a little later, but if you're gonna ask me my winner again, I'm taking chalk. I'm going Eam.
Okay, that's smart. I went the number outright last week, Rahm, and I won that one. So
yeah, just chalk.
Chalk? What does that mean?
Are you serious?
I'd never heard that. Chalk?
Under a rock?
Like chalk as in like for a chalkboard?
You like take the chalk. That's like, the way it's favored.
Oh, I never heard chalk.
That's about as bad as knowing what the cut is.
No, that is not as bad as knowing what the cut is. I never heard of chalk.
Jeez, stop talking.
I've never heard
we'll have to edit that out.
We ain't editing anything out of here.
I had Eam. Who did you have?
I went with the number 19 in the OWGR. Next subject. No, Billy Horschel.
Oh, that is. Okay.
Billy Horschel. I'm not a fan of this week, man. I'm just not. I'm not feeling it this week.
People have been talking that, or on Twitter I've seen that the elevated events need to be like rotated, and like some people will say it, some people will say they shouldn't. I understand the agreement or the argument for wanting to rotate them to get like other courses and events highlighted.
Yeah.
But I think I lean towards keeping them all like the same. Not just because like we're here for waste management and like we get that every year. I think that if they don't rotate all of them, obviously you keep the majors, obviously, but the at least the players I think will definitely always be.
Yeah.
And like the waste management should, I think, basically like we talked about last week. I mean, it's probably like I said, like quote unquote sixth major. So I think that would probably be a good one to have. If not, keep all of them the same. I would keep at least many of them the same outside of the majors, just because I think, you want to be able to mark on your calendar a certain weekend. Kind of like how the NBA has an issue right now of like basketball players sitting, and you buy a ticket and they don't go. And it's like, oh, I bought my ticket and LeBron James isn't playing tonight. Like, I'm just screwed.
Yeah.
So, like, you want to know the schedule. Like, okay, I'm going to book this, flight. I'm going to, plan a trip with my buddies.
Yeah, but
go,
at the
and
same time, too,
the top golfers are going to be there.
At the same time, too, like, if your area tournament is never going to be an elevated event, you're kind of be buzzed out about that. Like, it's just kind of
it's no different than what it's been the last 10 years, 20 years.
Yeah.
They didn't have them beforehand. So.
No, I understand that. But, I'll take I kind of agree with what you're saying, but from a PGA perspective, I feel like it might kind of be smart to move it around, because then you're attracting more fans all throughout the area.
Right. I would say like maybe rotate like one or two a year, but keep like the majority the same.
Well, so you keep waste management, okay? You keep obviously the major
players.
I understand that one.
I don't know. Probably the Arnold Palmer, was that an elevated event?
I think it is, yeah.
Let's see. I have to pull up the summer schedule.
Like there's one in Hawaii.
You probably wouldn't
need... one in Hawaii that was a couple weeks before the waste management. Whichever one was in Hawaii. I forget what the tournament. Dell Championship? Does that sound right?
The first elevated event was the first event of the calendar year. I have that almost pulled up here.
Yeah, I think it's hard. Like, because I wonder, so when you're pulling this up, is it going to tell you where the event's held at? What state? So, I wonder how many, of course, there's a lot of golf courses.
So, the Century Tournament of Champions in Maui was the first elevated event of the year, $15 million purse. And so, going into, the summer months, I think, it's kind of dominated by the majors. There's a major like once a month there for a few months in a row.
Yeah.
So you don't really need the summer months really to have more, elevated events in the summer. I don't know if you want to have one before the calendar year flips, because the season starts before the calendar year, right? So I don't know if you want to have one before, because you kind of want the off season, like we talked about several episodes ago. There's not really an off season, but that's kind of like how some of the bigger golfers treat it. They kind of have a little bit of a break there where they don't start playing until the turn of the calendar year.
I mean, yeah, I get it. Like I said, I understand. I'm sure.
So the worldwide, so the Players is the next elevated event, and then you have Florida, worldwide obviously. Or the World Golf Championships, the Dell Technology Match Play.
Where's that at? Does it say or no?
Austin.
Okay, so Texas. You got Texas.
And then you have RBC Heritage in Hilton Head.
Okay, South Carolina.
Yeah, I mean, they're spread out. Quail Hollow, Wells Fargo Championship in Charlotte.
Okay. So a little East Coast.
Let's see. Dublin, Ohio. Didn't know there was a Dublin, Ohio.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean...
Who puts an elevated event in the
Cromwell, Connecticut is Travelers. That's in June, so that's in between the majors. Obviously, the Players... Or the Open, I'm sorry. Yeah, so I mean, then you have FedEx St. Jude after the Open. Mm-hmm. That's in Memphis, Tennessee. I mean, I don't know. BMW Championship, that's in Olympia Fields, Illinois.
Yeah, it's spread out. It's not bad. I think it's nice. I don't mind it. It is spread out.
Then you have the Tour Championship in Atlanta.
Yeah,
at the end of the year.
They're decently spread out, I would say. It's not bad. I'm surprised there's
kind of like 3 events at the end of the year there. The FedEx St. Jude, BMW, and the Tour Championship are all consecutive weeks. And those 2 are elevated events, the St. Jude and BMW, and then Tour Championships, obviously, Tour Championship.
That's right. I do remember that now. I don't know, man.
Enough PGA talk. We have a LIV tournament to preview.
We do. LIV Mayakoba.
Rewind, going back to Mayakoba, we are back at the El Camaleon golf course in Mayakoba, Mexico. That was the site of the Worldwide Technology Championship, won by Russell Henley in November. It's the LIV field.
Yep, Greg Norman course that we talked about.
Yep.
And it's exciting to watch some actual golfers on live television on the CW.
On the CW, I've had a subscription to CW for years, and it's finally going to pay off.
I know that's a joke.
We have Joaquin Niemann and Dustin Johnson as the co-favorites. I was kind of surprised by that. They're at plus 800. Cam Smith plus 1,000. I was surprised he wasn't the favorite, honestly. He's been. I think last time we saw him, he won a tournament in Australia, I believe.
Yes.
Like the Australian Open.
He was at the bar afterwards watching with them.
So I was surprised he wasn't the favorite. I'm wondering why, but I don't know. But yeah, we got obviously the LIV field. They added a few more golfers, Mito Pereira, that we were predicted on this very podcast.
Back in December, you predicted that one, and
just had that feeling, man.
Came true. You said that your exact reason was he just looks like a LIV golfer.
That's what it seems like it. He seems like it.
Yeah, maybe whatever you said. I thought that was pretty funny. I don't know. Making predictions happen. That's why I put it on our post that if you need your fortune read or something like that, just let us know.
We
help you out.
Had the other news that just broke like an hour or two ago. I think I saw it at least, where Dustin Johnson and Sergio are no longer Adidas repped. I saw that Dustin Johnson parted ways mutually, whatever that means. They I guess agreed on it, and then Sergio I guess didn't have his deal extended or whatever. So we'll see what kind of apparel they're repping. We'll see.
It's a good opportunity for some of these smaller brands to jump in, those medium size. I doubt he goes to a small brand, obviously. But it's a good opportunity for some of those medium-sized brands to kind of take that lead.
Is any golfer, LIV or PGA, ever going to be a bad birdie?
A bad birdie?
Why not, right?
I don't see why not. Some of the PGA golfers have smaller brands that are not well-known golfers. Like Pins and Aces has a PGA player.
Oh, really? I didn't know.
Yeah, it's not a well-known person, obviously. Good apparel. They've got 2 people. 2 pros. They're very young, not super well known. So yeah, they've got people. They're just not amazing right now. They're not excelling. You people that excel.
I mean, it's a good way to do it, though. I mean, you get in on the young guy, maybe he breaks through. You never know.
And they break through most of the time. They're probably just going to not re-sign their deal and go sign with
maybe
a big brand.
But I mean, at least they rode the wave up.
Yeah, no, for sure.
The brand rode the wave up
for sure.
But I saw Adidas. I guess they were feeling some pressure because people were calling them like the LIV company because they had so many LIV golfers under their wing because they have Joaquin Neiman as well. So they had like 3 pretty prominent golfers. I don't really know that many other Adidas golfers other than those 3. I really don't think I can name any others.
Isn't Morikawa Adidas?
Yes, yeah, probably. You're probably right there.
I'm gonna look it up now for Adidas golf.
Morikawa, yeah, I think you might be right there. Yeah.
I can't even find anything.
Really?
Adidas golfers.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure you're right there. That seems right.
Yeah, Xander. I'm sorry.
Xander. Okay, yeah,
Xander
is. Okay, I remember now.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
But yeah, I guess they were feeling some pressure about that, about having, I guess, pretty prominent golfers under their wing, so they ditched 2 of them, I guess. But I mean, I got my pick here. I'm gonna go. I took a little stab.
Okay, stab
at Bryson DeChambeau for my winner here. So hear me out. The last time he changed his workout regimen right over COVID, he bulked up.
Yeah.
And he just gained like 50 pounds, it was said. And he won the U.S. Open that year. He changed his workout regimen again this year, but he lost the weight. I'm like, hey, he needs to change.
Now he won't make the cut.
So
he said, yeah, perfect.
He's gonna win because he changed his regimen. He's locked in. He's got a new regimen. He's really clicking right now with his mind-body connection. So
he's firing on all cylinders right now.
Got Bryson. Let's do it.
That's a good one. That's fine. I don't mind that one.
He was a plus 4,000 too. Not that we're almost in the betting corner, getting there, but he was a plus 4,000.
I'm going Cam Smith. I think Cam Smith walks away this weekend and just continues to dominate. Didn't he win LIV Miami? No, he won LIV Chicago.
Yeah,
he won LIV Chicago.
Is still 4th in the world, surprisingly. I guess he still has a pretty recent major win, so those points are holding on for him.
Yeah, it could be.
He won the Players as well last year, so yeah. He won the Players last year, like I said. Yeah,
he won the Players.
Truth fact.
What did DJ win last year?
DJ?
Yeah,
he won LIV.
I'm sorry, JT.
JT won PGA.
Oh, okay, that's what I'm thinking of.
Matt Fitzpatrick won U.S. Open.
U.S. Open.
Scotty Scheffler won the Masters.
Well, Cam Smith won the Open.
Yeah.
You said Players.
He won the Players as well last year.
He won the Players too?
Yeah.
Oh, man, I don't remember that. God, okay. Man. I don't know, man. It's been a rough week this week.
All right. Well, my back's hurting, so let's keep moving. Let's go into betting corner.
You ready for it?
Yeah. So I hit my bet.
I guess you're not ready for it.
I hit my bet.
You did hit your bet.
But dead heat sucks.
It does suck, man. I told you it sucks.
My bet was supposed to pay out, I think, if I would hit, I would have been up 80 units, I believe. And Justin Thomas, it was my JT Max Homa. So Max Homa was second. I had him top 40. I was going conservative. I just want to hit a little single here, right?
Yeah.
And Thomas, I had top 20, which he finished top 20. Tied top 20 with 8 other golfers. So I paid out 20 units instead of 180 units.
That sucks.
So I hit. I got a little check mark, but I got
the money was a little bit less.
I got a negative by my number though.
You did. Yeah, you finished minus 80 units last week. I had one bet hit, so I won 8 units. And the math is correct. Yes, I tripled.
I just don't even know.
It's because I want to make sure if one bet hits, it covers my buy-in. That's perfectly fine. And then I'm looking for 2 or more. That's how many bets I want to hit. So yes, current standings stand at you are minus 571, I'm minus 217. After this week, I will be positive.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
All right.
What's been the largest?
Well, you're not gonna. Well, probably when I hit my outright finale, right?
But you didn't have that much. I don't think you put any units on it though.
I don't know. Well, yeah, but I mean, I probably put like 10 units. If I had to imagine, maybe it was 5 units. I don't know, but
I think it was small.
I mean, any outright, it's gonna pay out at least like probably plus 1,000.
Yeah, usually it just depends on what units you put on it, of course.
Yeah, but I got 5 units again here this week.
I got 5 as well. I started last week, so you.
I'm doing another triple chance. I'm kind of feeling those.
I'm feeling triple chances too.
I had Thigala one of my triple chances. Actually, he was a double chance last week, and he was 6th, I think.
Yeah, something like that.
And
he was 6th.
Yeah, so I'm gonna do another one of those. I got Chris Kirk, Billy Horschel, or Denny McCarthy to win. Just need one of those 3 plus 920 units. Those are. I like Chris Kirk. I like Horschel. McCarthy, I don't know about, but I like Kirk and Horschel's chance.
Fair enough. First pick, Lee Hodges. Top 10, 19 units. I didn't even write down the freaking odds on that thing. I think it was like plus 3 something. Let's see. My bets, log in. Lee Hodges, top 10. Plus, I was wrong. Plus 450. So,
okay.
Lee's got it.
Top 10?
Top 10.
All right. I got going another triple chance. We're gonna get some winners here. Adam Svensson, Taylor Pendrith, couple Canadians there, and Jonathan Vegas. Jonathan Vegas had a decent week last week.
I remember that.
Svensson's had some. He's won this year already. This. Not calendar year, but this season. Pendrith has, I think he's a good course fit from some stats I was reading, some tee to green stats I was reading. So I like my odds there. Plus 1,300, 15 units.
All right. I got a parlay next. I got Straka top 40, Detry top 20. Odds are plus 423, 20 units.
Okay, so Straka,
top 20.
For former winner. I'm going Detry as well, my next one, top 10. Thomas Detry, he's been playing well. I think he was hanging around last week, I believe. I think he was like top 20 maybe. But I got him top 10, plus 360, 35 units there. Just straight up. No parlay this week for me.
I just got my one. All right, I found my triple chance this time.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. And it's funny because all your triple chances, I don't have any of those.
Yeah.
I also have 2. But that's interesting. God, some of his last names. So I have Shane Lowry. I have Noren and Min Woo Lee.
Yeah, Alex Noren.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Min Woo Lee.
Min Woo Lee. Triple chance. Odds are plus 550, 20 units.
Okay.
So I found the triple chance this week. Very glad.
I got Shane Lowry outright, just straight up. So that's a plus 1,600 there, 15 units. I'm going. They're the top 2. Shane Lowry, Sung Jae-im. I'll just go ahead and say my next one. Yeah, Sung Jae-im outright. He's my pick, So outright plus 1,000, 15 units there as well. So I got basically 8 winners. I got 8 chances to just pick the winner. So we'll see.
See what happens. My last 2, I have Eam Wise, Kuchar, triple chance, plus 450, 20 units. And then my last one's Billy Horschel, like I said, but I'm doing top 5. Odds are plus 550, 21 smackaroonies on that one.
Kind of talk like you're commentating a golf tournament.
Yeah, dude, I'm tired, man. I am real tired today, so I apologize. I'll have more energy next week, but I am very, very tired.
So that was Eam, Aaron Wise, and Kuchar, you said? Kuchar doing pretty well lately as well. He's
he's up there.
He's hanging out.
He's up there. So I got confidence this week. I feel like I'm gonna end up in the.
You green. Sound like you have confidence. Let me tell you.
I do. I don't have to expel the voice. I can just know internally that I'm gonna win. I'm gonna be the first one in the green, and that's what's gonna happen, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is what it is.
You know what? If I go like minus 100 this week, I might just start embracing the Dahmen. Like, you know what? Somebody's got to lose money to DraftKings. Might as well be me, you know?
Gosh.
Dang it, I keep saying Dahmen.
It works for him, right? If it works for him, it's good for everyone else, I guess.
What was his exact quote? It's like, somebody's got to be the 70th golfer in the world. Might as well be me.
I was really surprised to see him like that. I really was surprised to see a professional golfer just like that brutally honest with himself. I don't know if it's even brutally honest. Like, I think he's got the potential to be a better golfer.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at his finishes this year, and I was calculating his winnings, and he's got like 3 top 5s already this year.
Yeah.
Most of them came before the elevated events.
Yeah.
You know, with leaguer fields, but still.
That's all right.
That's gonna do it for this week. No interview, but stick around for next week. We'll be going over some winners. And
I'll be positive.
Likely have an interview, most likely.
We will have an interview next week.
We will have an interview, okay.
Yeah. I'm very excited for it.
So don't get too discouraged about the field this week. Stick around, watch it, and come back next week.
Or watch LIV Golf.
Or watch LIV, yeah.
We'll see you
Peace.
next week.